Hi everyone, it's me. What if I told you that learning new songs on the ocarina has a lot more to do with your mindset than just with your fingers? In this video, I want to share with you 5 things that I do, that I brainwash myself to make my ocarina song learning a little bit more easier and fruitful. Let's just jump straight into it. My first tip is go slower than you want to go. I know you often hear this tip, but when I say this, I actually mean go super uncomfortably slow. We have this curse that we just want things straight away and right now. And we envision something in our mind and we think we have to be able to do that ASAP. In the long run, when you go slow, you allow your mind and your body to actually see every note, to adapt, to see everything as individual parts. Go very slowly, because when you do that, that's when you start to see them separately. And the thing is, when you go fast, you don't even see the separate elements. How can you play it if you don't see the separate elements, right? And only then can you go faster. It's just a universal principle and something that you need to tell yourself. And believe me, you will improve when you do that. Trust the process. Point number 2. Song choice matters. So, what do I mean with this? Again, I'm gonna talk about us humans. We really love to challenge ourselves, especially when we're super inspired at the beginning. But you set yourself up for failure when you do this. If you really think about it, if you immediately put yourself in front of a level 50 boss, instead of first slaying the boring, the caterpies, the slimes, whatever, you're gonna be destroyed. On top of that, it's just a waste of time. And you're wasting the mental energy of, oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I can't do this. I knew it. I wasn't made for this. And this is actually very damaging if you think about it. And you could have avoided that by actually just, picking a boring song or a ratata song instead. Don't make it too easy for yourself. Build it up. Give yourself one challenge. Because what you're doing is you're creating patterns. And you might think, oh, I'm not improving a lot. But don't fool yourself there. Because growth isn't something that happens overnight. If you were able to learn one pattern in one song, it means that the next song that has the same pattern will be easier for you. And it's something you won't see instantly. But the more patterns you learn, it can even be like one fingering thing you've never done before, but it's part of that particular song. If you master that song, the next time that fingering position comes up, it will be a walk in the park for you. So you need to kind of see it as I'm collecting Pokemon, I'm collecting magic, I'm collecting things, so that my life gets easier bit by bit, 1% every day. Okay, so that seemed more difficult than that previous part, right? But because I've had more songs that have this kind of similar thing, this is actually not as tricky for me as that previous one. You got this. Tip number 3 is identify and prioritize. So when you have a song, there's always gonna be parts that are easy for you. Don't focus on the easy areas, focus on your challenging areas. And yes, I know, that sucks. But if you don't know by now, if you want to learn something new in your life, it's not all rainbows and sunshine. Please remember the goal and visualize yourself being good at the thing that you're trying to learn. And once you do that, you will be able to do the hard things. Identifying your problem areas and focusing on them will rocket speed your learning, believe me. Hand in hand with that, I also want to talk about how we as humans are very much prone to having our preferences for certain things. And this is quite funny because I am so guilty to this. You know how songs have segments? Like for example, Mario song, first segment is and then segment 2, Segment 3. I always want to only play the segment that I like or that I'm good at. And I just linger there for ages, thinking I'm making progress. But you're not making any progress when you do that. You know, you only make progress when you do the thing that you still need to improve. I mean, it makes so much sense, but we just fool ourselves that we're doing better when we actually play better. While what you should be prioritizing is the thing that you actually struggle with. And this is a universal principle for anything you learn. So please brainwash yourself that doing the hard thing is gonna give you the result that you want. And then you will suddenly see, oh, I'm learning and I'm getting better bit by bit. Alrighty, number 4. I'm gonna call this the glue phase. So as I was just mentioning, the segments. In my case, more often than not, because I learned the segments as segments, when I play everything together, always there's something not right about this, and why can't I play it even though I can play everything? Now, this is a common problem that I see, not only in myself, in other learners as well, is that when you learn things in segments, the transitional parts in between are usually overlooked. And we think that everything is the problem, while actually the only thing that's the problem is the segments in between. So once you put in the reps with those in-between segments, and then you put everything together, you will see that everything will flow a lot better. And this step is very important and something that we sometimes forget, or we might even give up or feel like, oh, never mind, because we forget this step. So please put awareness to that, because it will make the song a whole when you glue everything together. Point number 5. Don't forget to put the cherry on top. Okay, this is quite an underrated point, I think. You know, I understand you went through all the trouble, you did all the reps, finally you mastered the song and you're ready to go to your next adventure. And then you leave the song. I know it's not the end of the world when you do that, but recently, more and more as I'm getting older, I feel like it's so important to follow through until the end with things. Don't do things half-heartedly. Finish the thing. And finishing something means, you know, glazing that cake, putting the sprinkles on, putting on the decoration, making it your own, put that cherry on top. And it's surprising because this is actually where the magic happens, first of all, because this is finally the part where you can be creative, you can put your own spin on it, you can put your own flavor on it. But also, we forget that this is where a lot of the learning happens as well. Being creative or seeing how I can make the piece more my own is a huge learning in itself that we take away if we skip this part. So please don't forget to glaze the cake. Alright everybody, that is a wrap on this video. Thank you so much for watching until the end. I really appreciate it. It's been so good to be back to playing Ocarina. Something was missing in my life. And I got a comment asking me if the reason I made my comeback is because of the Zelda Ocarina of Time remake. But you won't believe it, I actually didn't know about it when I decided to come back. And not gonna lie, I was super surprised when I heard the news. And I know life doesn't evolve around me, but in that moment I thought, maybe it does a little bit evolve around me. It was a perfect timing, for sure. I started this channel because I'm a late bloomer and I got so much joy from doing something new and showing myself I can and being able to express myself through an instrument and seeing my growth. And the thought of inspiring other people to do the same is a no-brainer for me. It's something that I want to do. And I think growth is so much more than just a physical thing. A lot of it is also in the mind and about how you approach things. So that's why I wanted to make this video. I really hope it helps people to see that with your mind there is so much that you can change in your reality. If you feel there's anything I missed or that could be added to this list, please feel free to share it down below. This is a platform where we want to grow and learn, so any other feedback is very helpful and I'd love to read it. Perhaps I can also learn something new. And I also wanted to say thank you to all the people who have been with me from the beginning. Thank you for your support, for your patience, and for bearing with me. And yes, I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. And yeah, please expect more Ocarina content on this channel. I hope this video helped, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much, and see you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.